Mele-kaliki-maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian birdmas day.
My chicky babies and opportunistic owls, did someone roast your chestnuts? And not in a good way. Did moth larvae feast on your ugly sweater? Well, we've got some sugar plum sweetness and hot gravy grease to dish on Song Sung Blue.
So good, so good, so good!
So whether you're craving a non-spoiler review, spoiler-filled recap, or spoiler review, we've got you. I'm May, this is Quark, we are Raven Wing, and onward. Song Sung Blue sneaks up on you.
Like ear mites!
On paper, it looks like so many movies that have come before. A music movie, a romance, maybe a little inspirational, maybe a little sad. You expect pleasant, mid, and heartwarming. What you get instead,
So good, so good, so good!
is something far more emotionally specific. A film about fragile hope, second chances, and choosing your dreams, even when life seems to love yanking the rug right out from under you.
That last yank was a doozy!
Do not anger the algorithm. At its core, Song Sung Blue is about people who have already been through the ringer. Hugh Jackman's Mike Lightning Sardino and Kate Hudson's Claire Stingl are not wide-eyed dreamers embarking on their careers. They play middle-aged adults with baggage, kids, and scars on top of their dreams. And the film drives home the point that adulthood is often about trying again and again, not because you think it will work, but because not trying is way more of a bummer. Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson carry this movie with acting chops, brilliant musical performances, and a red-hot chemistry. They feel like two people who didn't expect to fall in love, and their performances reflect a generosity rarely seen in Hollywood. This is especially true when the story asks them to live in disappointment and trauma. You feel their exhaustion and exhilaration. Musically, the film doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. This is not a flashy musical or high-concept reinvention of Neil Diamond's catalog. Instead, the songs are used the way music actually functions in people's lives, as comfort, connection, celebration, and perhaps a lifeline. Even if you roll your eyes at Neil Diamond, I guarantee that you might shed a tear or find yourself singing.
So good, so good, so good! And like and subscribe, MFs!
Mike Sardino is a recovering alcoholic trying to have his song keep running on. He makes a living as a musical impersonator, and his career isn't exactly taking off. Mike's earnest, talented, and exhausted, juggling sobriety, work, bad gigs, and his relationship with his daughter.
He's almost as overcommitted as you are!
Almost. Enter Claire Stingl. She's warm, can sing Patsy Cline like nobody's business, and is immediately a must-have for Mike. He even does a risky business song and dance in front of her headshot in his tidy whities. On their first date, they decide to form a Neil Diamond cover band, recruit Mike's kick-ass backup band, then rehearse and montage their way through the early gigs. And the music works. The connection works. The relationship deepens. They get married and begin weaving their families together, slowly earning trust from each other's kids as jumbo jets cruise low over the house. The band gains momentum, moving from a fiasco in front of irate bikers to real crowds and growing excitement. Then the crash comes. While Claire is gardening, a car plows into her. She survives but loses a foot, and the accident brings it all to a screeching stop. The big show, the band, and their life together. Claire sinks into a long, painful depression while Mike tries to hold everything together, but the strain shows. She sleeps all day or has jealous hissy fits while he fixes cars and hosts karaoke nights at a Thai restaurant, bonding with the owner over their love of Neil Diamond. One particularly tender moment has Mike and the owner singing together and lamenting the loss of love. It's so sad and funny you want to hug them.
You just want to hug Hugh Jackman!
Me and all the straight women on planet Earth. Eventually, Claire resurfaces, finding her way back to herself and music. The band reunites, momentum builds again, and they book a major show at the same venue they were meant to play before the accident. On the same night, Neil Diamond himself is performing across town. They're even scheduled to meet him, but life's not fair, is it?
As fair as bald eagles, they're hot and they'll rip your face off!
On the night of the show, Mike collapses with heart trouble, hitting his head on the bathroom sink. Being stubbornly heroic, he glues his wound shut and plays anyways. The show is a triumph. The crowd loves them, and it feels like everything is finally lining up. But just as he's about to meet Neil Diamond, Mike flatlines in the car. The dream ends, not with bitterness, but in devastating loss.
Before we swoop into reviewing this tasty morsel of a show, I have a request. If you'd like to support our fledgling channel, flutter over to May's Etsy shop. She has designed over 300 art prints, perfect for nesting your space or gifting something delicious. Paper on canvas, framed or unframed, there's a little something for every perch. Now, on to the review.
What makes Song Sung Blue so effective is that it never pretends life is fair, but it also refuses to say that unfairness makes everything pointless. Mike's death is shocking precisely because the film has earned our hope. We've watched him struggle through sobriety, love, busting ass to make ends meet, and we want him to get the victory lap. The movie denies us that.
Wake up, blockers!
And in doing so, it makes a bold, emotional choice. It says that fulfillment isn't measured by success or screaming crowds, but by connection, passion, and running towards your dreams. Hugh Jackman's performance is the film's emotional backbone. Mike is not a tragic genius or a fallen icon. He's a working musician doing his best to juggle gigs, survival jobs, and family, and Jackman plays him without a shred of ego. His vulnerability with his daughter, with Claire during her depression, with the karaoke owner, gives his character an authenticity that makes the ending especially painful. Kate Hudson delivers one of her most textured performances. Claire's depression is ugly, stagnant, and isolating, and Kate Hudson really goes deep, really makes it true. And while it's uncomfortable to watch, it's a masterclass in emotions. When she comes back from the darkness, it's not a comeback. It's survival. And the music, particularly during montages of Sweet Caroline, becomes communal. These songs aren't about showcasing talent, they're human connection and shared memories. Neil Diamond's music works here, not only because it's iconic, but because it's familiar. Like the man in Cracklin' Rosie clinging to his bottle of rosé, this is music people cling to when they don't have anything else to hold on to. The final gut punch, Mike dying just after achieving what he's been working toward, reframes the entire story. The movie isn't about success. It's about showing up and choosing love even when it terrifies you, and nothing guarantees it will last. Song Sung Blue is romantic but not sentimental, heartbreaking but not cruel. It understands that sometimes life can be imperfect and unfinished and still matter deeply. The only thing is, perhaps I'm too used to tragedy, so I sort of smelled that when the big show was happening, either Mike or Claire were gonna get creamed. That aside, yes, you will absolutely be humming Neil Diamond for days afterwards, but you'll also be thinking about the people in your life you love, which is exactly the point.
Beaks! Catching beaks! Reaching out!
Do you need some private time in your nest? So I'm giving the film an 8.8. It's beautifully done, made me cry, and just a smidge off for predictably taking away the payoff. Twice.
I give it a 10! Neil Diamond ruffles my feathers in all the right ways!
TMI. And so, chicky babies, do all the things.
Smear cookie dough on your nipples, open wide so mama bird's vomit doesn't splash, drink from the gutter. Hope you liked our video. Smash that like and subscribe and make a comment, for once!
And from us to you,
Adios, NFs!
aloha oi.